Huzzah! Ah! That's what I wanted to click. There we go. So, session 4 of season 2, or rather session 19 overall.
I believe so.
Yog. You ate the you ate the thing that you weren't supposed to eat again.
Nobody stopped me.
No, inaccurate. When you say you were joking, the DM punished you by making you go through with it.
I didn't punish you. You said you'd do it.
Again, nobody stopped me. No one physically was like, no.
I tried to take it from you, but you were stronger than me. But anyway.
Right. So I believe when we last left off, the Piros tried to sort of track down some leads on Douglas Withersby whereabouts, trying to visit an old familiar face, Shazia the Alchemist, who was situated on the other side of the lake of Ashbury, only to find that she too had been tampering with Draconite and got herself a different personality, so to speak. And after subduing her, pressing her for information, they had since found out that she is not involved with his disappearance, but still decided to, at least, did you guys decide to let her go?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just leaving her to the wasteland before returning back to town. It is about, I think it was about, we'll say it's about noon by the time that you return. However, everybody can roll a perception check real quick.
Okay.
22.
Perception.
23.
24.
Come on, Jerry, get a 25.
Come on.
20!
Still good.
Well,
Show-offs!
with 20s across the board, all of you guys can notice, way further to the east, you see sort of where the desert kind of, it looks like the desert sort of thins out and forest begins to rapidly take over against a smaller set of mountains. Small black columns of smoke are rising on the horizon. Looks like they've just gotten started, but they are quite far away.
Well, I mean, we have the cart.
Oh, yeah, the cart. You took. Yes, you took Shazi's cart, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Her cart and the one horse she left behind.
Right.
We should probably check that out, considering the last time we didn't check out Pillar of Smoke. It turned out to be people we were looking for, so...
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there weren't exactly people after we found them.
Wait, what's this doing here? Hold on. Yeah. So this blue dot is you guys. I don't know why it was down there, but yeah.
No,
So
probably
if you
forgot
guys
to move it.
probably, but yeah, you guys are gonna take off after it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least follow it.
Yep.
All right, so you spend the day traveling east. Like it gets into the afternoon.
That's
as it
west.
takes... Oh yes, west. My bad.
I thought you said west.
Yeah, it's my bad. I meant to say that the smoke is coming from the west. yeah, as you continue on towards the direction, you watch as they sort of grow higher and taller, thicker, and I guess you guys can sort of intuit that this does not look like a small campfire at all.
So an entire town's burning.
Oh no.
It's still very hot out, even as the desert is getting a little, as you're sort of reaching the fringes of the desert proper, and you sort of get towards these large, sort of hills. Some grasses and light shrubbery starts to grow around, um, and you can see that the fires are sort of originating towards this um, almost forest-ish area. It starts to get a little cooler. The trees are growing much taller than you've ever seen, uh, way taller than down in Norford um, or the coast by this Great Lake Sea.
Hmm.
Okay.
And you guys can, I guess, make another perception roll.
Okay.
15.
10.
10 for me.
Hmm.
Come on, Cherry.
Perception. 12.
12.
All right. I guess with all of that, you guys can just sort of make this out. You do hear the sound of hurried horses sort of galloping some ways ahead of you. Doesn't sound like they're getting closer, but you get the feeling that someone's in a hurry.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Guess we'll try to catch up. See what's the hippie haps.
All right. Who's at the reins?
Who's...
I volunteer.
I was about to say, who's got like, who can drive, like, the land vehicles?
Nope.
I do have
Y'all...
land vehicles. I have a land vehicle proficiency.
So does Yogg.
Okay. Well, you can definitely follow them, no problem. But yeah, I guess this would be Marisol's decision. Do you want to hurry or at least take a steadier pace?
I am going to hurry.
Okay. Give me a land vehicles check using, I guess dexterity.
Land vehicles with dexterity, you said?
Yeah. So just dexterity plus
25.
proficiency. Okay, good. You sort of command the horses to sort of move and carry this this wagon a lot easier, sort of dodging as the terrain gets heavily more forested, and eventually you guys do sort of catch a glimpse at who these hurrying individuals might be. You see a couple. You see a couple of people on horseback, and you sort of see like these red and silver accoutrements that's common between all three of them.
So the royalty.
I didn't say that.
Do you recognize anything, like any symbols?
I guess anybody who can see them, which would sort of be you guys, you can make a. Actually, no. Never mind that.
I was gonna say
you're still-
I'm at the driver's seat, so I would probably see them.
Well, actually, you're not quite close enough because you're both in motion moving through a heavily forested area. Kind of hard to see the full details about them, but the colors and their numbers are plain enough to deduce. But from here, details can't really be made out.
Okay.
But as you hurry, do you still want to try and catch up, or are you sort of maintaining this speed?
I'm gonna try catching up.
All right, give me another land vehicle check.
With dexterity,
Yes.
23.
All right, you get closer. You pick up the speed, and you do sort of catch up to them, and you do sort of see like now that you're both on the same path within eyes shot of each other, you can sort of see that there are only three individuals. Two of them look like they're wearing armor, and another wearing a long red flowing cape. Dunia, can you give me a religion check?
Yeah, I can just. There we go.
16.
16.
All right. You kind of recognize these this style. They look to be worshippers of another god within your pantheon, specifically Tal the Blazing Lord, aka the god of the sun.
Metal.
As you guys,
Sorry.
now go on.
I was gonna say I was gonna, and doing it would let it would let everyone else know what she knows.
All right. Then.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Why would they be running?
well, as you guys are catching up with them and closing this distance, they definitely notice that you are trailing after them. And the one in the center with this big wide cloak turns around and casts lightning bolt at your cart.
Oh,
Oh, okay, they're dicks.
So I think everybody is going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
yeah.
Saving throw, dexterity. 22!
Ah, shit.
11.
25.
16!
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
No!
Hold on to Yogg.
Whoops. Wait, hold on. Damn it. Thought that would have been a...
Hold on to Yogg. He's probably the heaviest one in the cart.
Okay, alright, yeah, so everybody except in Dunia passes. The lightning bolt collides with the cart, and actually that's a better point. Do carts have to make their own dexterity save?
I'm not sure.
I think
I
that's
say
up
we
to
make a roll on the fly.
1 second.
Because can an inanimate object make a dexterity save? If anything, it would need to be another cart handling check by...
Well, yeah, it's not just an inanimate object; it's a vehicle. So, you know what? Yeah, I think we'll use Sega's 22, just sort of fudge that into into this cart saving throw.
Okay.
So Marisol reacts to this on the fly and immediately swerves the cart to sort of dodge the lightning bolt in its entirety. You're no longer on the well-traveled path as you've now basically gone off road to avoid this.
What was that?
So you are slowing down a little bit, but everybody is safe for the moment.
Yeah.
You said those were fucking priests?
Fucking angry priests those are.
How far away are they?
They were about like 60 feet when they were when they cast this as the closest you got, but now they are rapidly gaining distance.
And were they heading towards or away from the smoke?
It looks like they're heading away.
So, right now, how far are they?
I'll say 80 feet and gaining.
You know what? This is a bad idea, but I'm known for bad ideas. I'm gonna cast on the one that cast the lightning bolt, magic missile, like the horse.
Okay, on their horse.
Yeah.
No! Do to their wheels, damn it!
They're not in a cart!
Yeah, they're on horse. They're all on horseback.
Oh shit.
Okay, you cast magic missile and these. You roll 2 more times because.
Oh, right.
Since it's 3, and 2.
Yeah, you cast your spell as these streaks of magic shoot out from whatever your focus is, and you hear the horse bray out in pain, but it's still up and continues on.
God damn!
I am going to...
Well, since I've done that, shouldn't we roll for combat now?
I was gonna suggest Earth Tremor for just ahead of them.
I think Earth Tremor is centered on yourself.
That cred.
Yeah.
One of those erupting Earth. Was that the move?
Maybe. Let's see.
I'm trying to think of the move that lets the Earth just break down around them.
Well, yeah, erupting Earth would do it. Okay, yeah, I think you can do that. Yeah.
All right, casting at highest level again would be for me.
Well, the lowest level would be 13. So.
I think she's talking about the spell slot.
Yeah. My highest is 9.
Well, everybody, you don't have 9th level spells right now.
I know.
mean, yeah. But yeah, so you're casting at your higher spells level.
Yeah. Okay. My highest is at level 3. Yeah. So let's go.
All right, cast it.
15.
All right, yeah. So everybody has to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Let's see.
16 is the dexterity save.
And we're basically trying to knock them off their horses.
They all fail. So you see this this blast of soil and stone just sort of explode from the ground as if the road itself was trying to stop them. And you hear shouting, and all of them are just sort of blasted away off their horses. And yeah, they stop. They just land on the ground and all just go out cold.
Oh, thank God they're not dead.
Okay. I was only trying to stop them. Well, now I can't ask where they're going.
Well, we can bind them up and wake them the fuck up and ask what the fuck their plan was.
Yeah?
Sure, why not?
Let's take any weapons they have, just in case, they have a dagger, right in, in a sheath on, the back of the belt. They just pull it out, start slowly cutting through the binds.
So yeah, we'll head over to them and sort of strip them of all their weapons and tie them up.
Okay.
Are we the bad guy?
And their holy symbols.
Okay. Yeah. So you sort of collect. Two of the guys look like regular knights. They got swords and shields. You take those away. The one who cast the lightning bolt at you, you take her holy staff away. I'm guessing you have some rope.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You bind their wrists. Get them all secured. Yeah, they're still out cold by the time you're done with that.
Well, now what?
Anybody got any water?
Yogg has alcohol.
I got plenty of that.
No, we are not getting them drunk.
Well, technically Yogg needs it for false life, so he's not going to give it to them.
And Dunia, why don't you
Piss off,
heal?
Seagull!
And Dunia, why don't you heal one of these guys and wake them up?
I'm sorry, I just heard that in the background.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can.
Give me just 1 sec.
I mean, y'all could slap one of them.
What color is my underwear?
Yeah. You're supposed to ask him a question he knows.
Oh, slap.
Spudro, you gotta ask him a question first. Yeah, I can cast Last Restoration on the... Oh, wait, no. Last Restoration, sorry. Cure Wounds.
Alright.
I'll cast that at level 2.
And you're casting it on just one of them?
Yeah.
Alright.
Why not Healing Word?
I'm gonna do that to another one of them.
Alright. So, do you want to wake up both of the knights, or the knife and one knight and the spellcaster, and the spellcaster?
Let's do one of the knights and...
Wait, say again?
Spellcast, I did my cure wounds on the spellcaster.
Okay. So you both lay your magic into them, and eventually they slowly come to. And immediately they try to struggle against their bonds, and just be like, they're like,
No, this wouldn't have had to happen if you hadn't attacked first.
Yeah.
Because now you guys angry.
Us.
How do you know we're just not conveniently following you?
nobody conveniently follows us.
So, just because we were following you out of curiosity, that gave you the right to attack us?
We need not act on right.
Well, maybe you can explain why there seems to be smoke over there, since you were coming from that direction.
That be our doing.
Why?
The town of Everton is filled with heathens. They not know the words of Saint Mijan, and we sought to correct them.
By burning their village down?
Of course, we shall see them all purged of their evil.
And what is this evil exactly?
The evil in their hearts, of course. The darkness exists in every human. And the light...
Except for you all, of course, right? Because you're so holier than thou.
It exists within us too, but we seek to destroy it in all others first.
Well, that's fucking convenient. Why don't you just start with yourselves first? Save us a whole lot of trouble.
Oh, we plan to save everyone a whole lot of trouble, of course. But I would not expect a heathen to understand.
You're itching to knock one of these guys out again, aren't you?
Oh,
Yogg really
much
just...
so.
I feel like Lanlong and Yogg just want to punch one of them. It's like... Yogg and Lanlong are probably on the same wavelength. It's like, I just want to punch this guy.
Lanlong just finds it idiotic.
Yogg understands very little, but the word somehow is making him want to punch him.
Did you leave anybody alive, or are they all dead?
We did not mean to kill everyone. It's more to scare than to harm.
But that doesn't mean you didn't kill.
We set the town ablaze. Any casualties that may be happened to them were deserving.
Who exactly gave you this right to do so?
We gave it to our own selves.
Oh, so your god didn't give you permission? Naughty.
We act on behalf of Saint Mijan. If nobody takes initiative, then nobody gets anything done.
And Dunya, do you know who the hell the Saint Dijon is, besides some sort of delicious mustard?
I said Mijan.
Oh, it sounded like you said Dijon.
Yeah, it did.
I hereby call these the Mustard Brigade.
God damn it.
No, they're dressed in red. They're dressed in red. They're the ketchup crusaders.
Does a 19 do a good religion check?
Mustard
If I know
delicious!
it.
Anyway, Andunia rolled a 19 on religion check.
On your what?
She did a religion check and got 19.
Okay. So, yes. Now that the name has been said, you've kind of got a clearer picture of this. You within your pantheon, you know that Saint Mijan was something of a somebody who, according to legend and lore, proposed basically the assured destruction of all things so that only light can exist.
Yeah, dude was pretty crazy.
Is this the regular teaching of the sun god, or was this just crazy faction?
He was pretty out there.
Well, I mean, that's as far as a 19 will get you. That's as much as you know, because you worship an entirely different god in the pantheon.
Mm.
So I guess the intricacies are not quite something you're wholly familiar with.
Well, Landlong just sort of kicks the conscious knight in the head. I think we should take these back to town with us, considering what they did.
You know, if Yogg wanted to, he could actually take one of their shields.
Now then, would you like to enjoy the view of town, or would you like to take a little nap? We're okay with either.
You'd be better off killing us.
Why is that?
Why do you object to it? We burnt your precious town, didn't we? Surely you seek revenge.
Yes, but it's not our job to take revenge into our own hands. You're supposed to be judged by the laws of the land.
And
Plus-
that's
Plus,
just
it's
kinda-
We-
not our town. Necessarily speaking.
We not judge, jury, and executioners.
Like the rest of you.
I couldn't agree anymore.
Can Yogg use Chud and just knock this guy unconscious, please?
Back
I mean-
unconscious?
Yes! Cause he's kind of... He's reaching that point!
Chad
Now
dead. Chad dead.
was out of curiosity, Green, was this just the knight talking and the priestess was just sort of keeping quiet, or did she also talk during this?
Oh no, the priestess has not said a word.
Okay. Well, what about you?
Oh.
Please let Yogg knock this guy out and trying to intimidate this priestess.
I mean, if you want to.
Yogg, no.
Look, we're getting nothing out of him. We get nothing out of this man except idiot. She silent.
I mean, Yogg would know an idiot when he sees one. Wouldn't he?
You're not wrong.
I mean, if Yogg is calling somebody an idiot, then you know they're idiots.
All right. Fine. As long as you don't eat any more of that stuff.
Yogg just pulls the green dragonite out of his bag and just...
Give it to me.
Actually, no, he was gonna give it to Ndunya.
Fair.
What did we say about putting things in our mouth?
Don't.
Yes.
He just pulls it out and gives it to Ndunya. And this is the same chunk that what's her name from the last session had.
Shatsu?
Shatira, yeah. So Yogg just turns to this guy and he's like, "Night, night," and swings Chud at him to knock him unconscious and not kill him.
Make an attack roll.
22.
Yeah, about that.
Uh-oh.
Oh Christ!
You all watch as the priestess's eyes flicker and flash white. And Chud, your swing, which you thought was absolutely all but assured on a sitting duck, misses and hits, hits the empty ground right next to him.
I assume this is a class ability and not a spell, because if it was a spell, we did take her casting focus away.
Well, you do like to assume.
Oh,
You know what
Oh,
happens when
fuck.
you assume, right?
True.
please
No.
tell me Antunia knows what just happened.
No, actually, I don't know what happens when you assume. But you
Please.
speculated that I did. Huh,
You
how
make
funny.
You-
Okay, magic
I
user,
made
Arcana roll, please.
Out of you and me.
I feel like this is either a religion or an Arcana thing.
Maybe.
May I do an Arcana check?
To figure out what this was?
Yes.
Sure.
Yogg's literally just like both hands on Chud on the ground, and he just blinks a handful of times. He's like, "What?"
I
Second.
will do a religion check to see if that does anything. 22.
Okay, so first, let's go with Marisol. You know that her hands are bound. You know that she hasn't said a word. And you know that her magic staff has been taken away. By all accounts, she did not cast a spell. That's impossible.
Is she
for
wearing
indu-
anything? That
I mean,
might-
she's wearing her robes and the cape and such.
like a necklace or something.
Nothing really stands out to you at all.
Cred.
But for Indunia, you get a sneaking suspicion that this priestess is what they call in the clerical business an oracle. Somebody with powers of divination that not only can that can see the future, but alter it ever so slightly.
Thank you, Solar Eclipse Moon, for following.
Whoa. So she just teleported this guy.
No. The knight is still where he was.
She more or less think of it as a flashbang that caused you to miss.
Not quite. Yog, your senses didn't betray you at all.
What the fuck?
Well,
This is
this is
breaking my
interesting. Lanlong will grab the knight by the back of his armor and drag him away. A fair distance between the two.
Okay. As you lay your hand on him, everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, shit.
16?
Okay, Yog, time for you to go down.
12.
19.
Okay. Lanlong is the only one who fails. Let's see.
Poor Lanlong.
So, let's see. One second. It's this something.
When even Yogg succeeds over you.
Yeah. The nature of the dice.
Let's see.
This guy's got a +4. I got nothing. The fact that Green's silent about this is scaring me.
He's reading something.
Yeah, one second. Okay. Okay. Lanlong, you take 48 psychic damage.
What?
Oh!
Everybody else takes half.
So 24.
Yes.
That knocks me down to that.
As you all see the oracle's eyes flash once again. And this time, the light doesn't just encompass her eyes, but yours. And for a split second, you see something. You see, you are no longer standing in a forest. You are standing in a wide, open, sandy, barren place. It is stiflingly hot, but it is not bright at all. The sky is a smoky darkness that is only permeated by a blazing half ring of light. And just when you thought that this heat was unbearable, it's gone again in a half second. And you are back in the forest. Except it is dark outside. And the three that you had just captured are gone.
The hell was that?
Yogg would like to
Fuck, that hurts.
is where's the cart?
The card is also missing.
Oh, fuckers. Next time we see them, we're going to make sure it hurts. And keep the cleric one unconscious for a very long time.
I guess we're hoofing it.
So what the fuck did we just see?
Well, she is an oracle, right? So she might have had us see a vision of the future.
Yeah, future if they got their way.
Can we make a survival check to see if we can track the cart?
I think you could probably try.
Okay.
May as well give it a shot.
23.
14.
12. Again.
Indonia, one in on this? 19.
19.
All right. Thankfully, the ground here is kind of soft, even after the earthy explosion that sent them all flying. You do see these tracks of these wheel tracks that are sort of in the dirt, that sort of carry on the path that they were originally traveling.
Come on. Follow me.
Yes.
Ow. Yeah. Ow. Indonia, can you please heal me? Whatever she did, it fucking hurt.
Come here, big guy.
And only healing word, correct?
I mean, healing word you can use at a distance.
And it doesn't do all that much.
Aw.
Unfortunately, what? Yeah, my spells have been, spells are not doing well this
Yeah.
time.
I'm
Uh,
gonna try
yeah.
doing some healing word. as
Well, Sega, I'm gonna remind you, Sega, that you also have I think it's was it the Balm of the Summer Court, that feature ability?
Wait, what?
1 second. Yeah, you have healing D6 as a Circle of Fey druid.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
A healing d6, you said? So I am going... So just roll a d6 then?
A number of D6 up to your druid level. So, if you click the Balm of the Summer Court ability that you have on your sheet,
The balm circle, where is you?
God.
Equal to your druid level, level 8, in my case.
half your druid level actually. So you have 5.
That hit all of us like a fucking truck.
19. Yay. Puts them long further back to his original health.
Is that for everyone?
Mm, it's one creature.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Lang Long then. He took the most heavy dealing out of all of
Yeah,
them.
you took 48 points of damage.
Yeah,
Almost
that-
50, yeah.
That knocked me down to 12 hit points.
Jesus. I mean, I think if Yogg took the full brunt, he wouldn't be doing good, but you know, he'd still have he could still fight. I just remembered I can do something to myself to gain more HP.
Okay.
70.
So we got two options. We can either head to the town that they burned and see what problems there are, head back to Ashbury and try to get some fucking rest.
What are the
Oh, I'm
what
reading
direction
here
are the tracks going?
Anyway, I'm reading the target also regains a number of hit. Also regains one temporary hit point per die spent. So Langlon just gained 5 temporary hit points as well.
Nice.
Like, are they going towards the towns, like Ashbury, or are they
Mm,
going away?
They're heading. They seem to be heading away from the smoke, which has now since dissipated and cleared up somewhat.
Are we still heading west?
The treks look like they're leading north.
North. So, uh-oh, the map doesn't go that far.
For now, I'd say we head back to Ashbury and inform them what's going on and have them get
Yeah.
the word out.
Especially considering our cart got stolen.
Yeah.
We should have just kept him unconscious and brought him back.
Actually, you guys can you can roll a perception check.
6.
24.
Please, one of you
22.
find your cart.
Okay, and Dunya, you want to roll perception?
Yep. 20.
20.
Well, you deduce that. Well, despite deducing the fact that the cart is probably long gone, you do kind of realize that the town that was set ablaze is way closer than Ashbury.
So let's head there.
Yeah,
then,
let's-
I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Even if we need to, we can always just pitch tent.
Hopefully none of our tent supplies were in that cart. Or food.
Or weapons.
Their weapons definitely are on there.
Okay. So you guys continue onto the west, trying to make your way to the nearest town, even though you're falling towards the previously smokestacks. And it just kind of gets darker and darker. The sun has most certainly set by now. As you just keep going. Are you just going to walk the entire night, or?
I'd say we get a better rest first
Yeah.
before we just walk the entire night.
To town.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to set up camp then.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you spend some time setting up in the dark. You find a place that looks pretty safe.
I'll
Um,
take first watch.
I'll do second.
Guess Long will take last.
Okay. Right. First watch. Give me a perception roll.
I
That's a
got a
natural
critical one.
You fall asleep.
Oh.
You fall asleep during your shift, and therefore nobody wakes up Yogg or Landlong.
No.
Well, we're all about to get robbed.
Or kidnapped.
Or set ablaze.
But as you all awake the next morning, nothing seems to be worse for wear. You restore all your hit points, all your spell slots, any other features,
Got it.
and nothing seems to have happened.
Good, no one seems to have taken our kidneys.
Let's get moving. Hopefully they got some horses to sell us or something. I guess we'll continue on to the town that the psychos burned.
Yeah.
Sure. As you continue on, you find this. You sort of see that the forest sort of clears out, and eventually sort of gives way to this large walled settlement. You do see buildings on the other side of these walls, and of course, some of them do look fire damaged. But for the most part, the damage does not seem to be as bad. There are two guards that are standing at the front of the gate, and they are currently, and the gate is currently closed to the road.
Hello!
I see Andunia's in the back.
Yeah,
What?
I say Andunia's in the back since these were religious nutbags that tried to burn down their freaking town.
Well, in any case, as you approach the gate, they just sort of turn to face you. It's like, state your business.
We're hoping to purchase some horses or something. Mainly just came to check out the damage that was done. We ran into the nut jobs on the way here.
You found the perpetrators of last night's fire.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
We
we
captured-
lost them, too.
We did capture them, but they did something that unfortunately caused us to lose consciousness for a bit.
That's a crying shame. Looks like some other people were afflicted by the same thing. Couldn't really tell exactly what, though. But if you're not with them, then I'll let you in to pass. And they open up the gate to you, and the road is opened.
Thank you.
All right.
So, how is this town looking?
You guys are in the town of Everton. It is this this kind of log cabin looking town with mostly wooden structures and buildings. Obviously, you can see the damage is on full display, not really hidden. A lot of the buildings are charred black with flame. Few barely smoking. Only one building seems to be completely leveled and brought down. And mostly there look to be like some workers who are trying to clear out the wreckage and whatnot. Obviously, this town is sort of keeping the area clear so these workers can do their job, but it looks to be very large and populous, a lot like Milford.
I say we should at least volunteer to do some cleanup duty. Is the least we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the meantime, see if we can't find somebody who's selling a horse or two so we can get back to Ashbury.
Oh, this is a town on the river. Cool.
Yep. Yeah, actually, you can't see it from here, but you do sort of find a little further on as you walk through the town that the other side of this town is sort of settled against the river, and there are some bridges to make it to the other side. There are some fisheries and logging mills a little further down. They look to be quite industrious, as there's a lot of traders, gatherers, craftspeople going on, and a lot of well-dressed folks, despite this rustic atmosphere.
Also, despite the fire that took place last night.
I mean, a fire doesn't exactly. I mean, they're still dressed nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, the fire didn't destroy their clothes.
Well, not everybody was in the fire, so
That's good.
yeah, it looks like the blaze was really mostly contained to a few blocks, or at least just a block. But a lot of it seems to be pretty well off. You even see some ways across the river and up a hill what looks like a stately manor of sorts. Right where the sort of this little corner of the city's wall all to itself.
Will be.
All right. Now that you guys are here, what would you like to do?
Volunteer with the repair efforts.
Yog's gonna go. You said there was like a sawmill or something?
Yeah, it looks like there's some logging mills some way down the river.
Yog's gonna head to one of those and lend them his strength.
Okay. Yeah, Landlong and Dunia, what do you guys plan to do?
Landlong will try to look around to see if he can find any people who may be selling horses or something.
Okay. And Dunia?
I will help with the repair efforts.
All right. Yeah. So, for you three who have chosen a bit more hands-on approach, you lend out your skills and a bit more to do a little bit of manual labor, and you're occupied with that for a good while. Landlong, you do find a place, a stable, I suppose, that will give you some horses. I'm not quite sure what the term of that would be for.
I mean, stable and horses; those are the words.
Well, yeah, okay. I feel like there's a little bit more, but yeah, that's basically the long and short of it. Let's see. I think there's got to be a price for these somewhere. Riding horses, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I assume so. Yes.
You can also buy draft horses or war horses.
Riding is fine.
Okay. Each horse will be 75 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
Landlong will. This is also with the saddles and the saddle bags and.
Yep. Landlong will pay for it.
Okay.
So 300 gold pieces.
Right.
Total?
Yeah. All right. We'll say it's late afternoon by the time all of you sort of wrap up and finish your respective tasks. And now you have a free moment.
Well, I got us the horses so we can head back to Ashbury and warn them about the nut jobs that may be coming. Honestly, I think we should probably ask around a little bit about what those nut jobs are spouting.
Yep.
Is there an end to this place, Green?
Of course.
Then long we'll head there.
All right. You head to the Everton Inn. It looks kind of like the same in Norfolk, where it's multiple stories. No tavern attached though. Yeah, and you find a receptionist, I suppose, working at the front desk.
Yep. Then long we'll go up to her. How much to rent a room for the night?
5 gold per room.
All right. Does each room have 1 bed or 2 beds?
2.
I'll take 2 rooms. He hands over 10 gold.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And then she hands you the keys, lets you know what floor they're on, and
Oh, by the way, out of curiosity, do you know what the crazy religious people were spouting when they attacked?
they didn't really spout a whole lot. They just sort of did a bit and left. I was asleep when it happened. I didn't really quite see it for myself, but we're certain it's the same preachers that keep showing up from time to time.
So
Oh
this
dear,
is
it
a
appears to have
repeated
gotten
thing?
worse.
Say again?
So this is a repeated thing? They show up from time to time and burn down the house or 2?
Oh no, they've shown up to do their public sermons or what have you, but the first time they've ever destroyed property or anything.
That's interesting. Well, thanks for the information. Out of curiosity, do you know anybody who was close by to the fire?
Can't say that I do. It's a large town after all.
Alright. Come on, you guys. We should probably get some rest before you head back to Ashbury.
Yog nods.
You're with me, buddy.
Aww.
And of course, us girls get the other.
That Long's a cheap bastard. He ain't gonna be paying for multiple rooms if the boys can bunk in one room and the girls can bunk in another.
Exactly.
You do realize Yog hasn't made it subtle that he has a crush on Intunia.
Intunia.
Oh yeah, no, Lin Long is completely aware. He just doesn't give 2 shits currently.
I thought that they were in a relationship already.
I think Intunia's just more like you're nice, but I don't
Yog has a crush and Dunya views him as a brother.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
no!
And just like that, the ship has sunk.
Anyway, you mentioned that there was a manor here.
Yeah.
I think I might want to take a closer look, like just in case I might meet the figurehead here. Try to get some more information from them before turning in for the night.
I suppose. They might have more information. They may have their pulse on the town a little bit.
Granted, if Mary Soul goes, Yog's going with her.
Okay.
Lin Long will also go.
All right. Yeah. So you approach the manor across the river. It does look to be a rather nice place. There do seem to be a few armed people who are standing guard, but there do also look to be like gardeners and groundskeepers just sort of tending to the nearby area.
Fancy place.
a few other like farm people. And as soon as you arrive at the front door, this large armored guard, and just sort of, well, these two armored guards, they do the crossing like spears in front of your way.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, this Mr. McCall is not expecting guests today.
We were just curious.
About the fire that took place in this town the other day?
There's plenty of other people to talk to, I'm afraid, but the mayor is busy.
Well, the thing is, we ran into them, and they told us some information, so... Can we talk to him just so we can give him the information?
You'll have to speak to the sheriff about those matters.
Alright, lead us to the sheriff then.
If you could point us in the direction of the sheriff, that would be nice.
Yeah, he basically appoints you to the sheriff's office, which is kind of closer to the town center, back the way you came. It's easy to find, fair enough, as you just make your way back there. And you can walk right into the I think it's sort of like the, I guess it is the town jail, but no, yeah, nobody stops you this time. And you do sort of see like some deputies and rangers, and there are these cells with that are sort of just a little bit filled up, but not entirely at capacity.
Anybody mind pointing us to the sheriff?
That would be me. And you see this old man as he steps forward. He's got this big shiny badge, wide hat, loopy white mustache. I am Sheriff O'Vare, and I'm a bit cross, if you don't mind me saying, so I'd prefer if you make this quick.
I have a good feeling what you might be cross about. Anybody would be when their home is set aflame.
Darn tootin'. I've been trying to get those bladmouth and blabbing zealots out of here for as long as I can remember, but yeah, looks now it was just too late.
Was anybody hurt during their little attack?
A few light injuries reported, but no deaths.
Do you know what they were always preaching about?
Oh, something about how the light will purge the darkness, blah, 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 blah. Couldn't care less what they were saying.
How would you feel if we captured them for you?
Well, I would be over the moon with joy. Let me tell you what.
Good news, we did capture them. Bad news, they escaped our clutches.
Well, ain't that the long and short of it. Once you have it, we've tried detaining them before, but, every time we try and get smart with them, they do something crazy to the guards' brains, and they're gone before anybody can stop them.
Yeah, we had that happen to us. Not pleasant.
It makes them rather hard for us to pin down, but there's basically no chance of them ever showing up before we immediately act on them.
Yeah. Well, from what we saw, they were heading north.
North, eh?
Yeah,
we'll probably have some sort of camp up there. Can't imagine a whole lot else what there could else be.
Do you know where these zealots come from exactly?
I believe they came from Eastern Avendale a while ago. They crossed across the Growlies. Spreading some word about that sun god, but I ain't a man of the cloth.
Yeah.
Just seems like a group of morons to me.
Well, they're dangerous morons, so I'm afraid I can't discredit them entirely.
Yeah. They do have some sort of power behind them.
Yeah, treating them as inept is exactly what got us into this mess in the first place.
is concerning, but we'll make sure if we spot them again, we'll capture them and bring them to you.
Darn tootin'. Although,
Probably kill magic user so she can't do weird thing again.
Or at least
That's
severely
right.
knock her unconscious.
I'm all for due process and whatnot. Let them see them get their just desserts, but maybe putting them in the ground is quicker and easier.
Maybe. I prefer that to be the last resort. I always prefer people get their justice rather than us taking out people's justice for them.
Right. Yeah. And as you're continuing this conversation, the door to the office flies open, and the deputy steps forward. It's like, Sheriff, there's something going on in town square. And he sort of stands up. It's like, no, not again. Don't tell me it's them Red Angels again. No, sir, it's not that. And then he just sort of gets up. It's like, all right, I want a few other deputies to just get the situation, calm them down, whatever. it takes.
Would you like some help? We are adventurers.
Just if you really want to help, just stand by. I'll give the orders around here.
Alright.
Actually, Yogg is gonna pull something out of his bag.
All right.
It's
nice to not be recognized for once.
It's actually a military rank.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have the soldier background.
Yeah, and it says that he was a general.
This
Huh.
dumbass
Maybe
was a general.
Wait.
Look, there's a reason why he's no longer in the army.
Touche.
Maybe I could be of assistance.
He sort of twiddles his mustache. Is like, ain't that a sight to see? All right, I give you authority over my deputies, but you still answer to me for now. All right?
Yes, sir. But
And then
if you accept my help, you accept. And he puts an arm to the others. They help me too.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Let's get to it. And he just sort of marches out, and you all follow him.
Yep.
So yeah, you sort of go back out to the town square, and there's this small crowd gathering. There's a guy standing on a box, and he's like kind of shouting to the others, just like, "Those Red Angels have finally done it. They finally could have hurt somebody, but the mayor's not doing anything. He hasn't lifted a finger to help us. I'm telling you, I bet he's with them. I bet he's like, he must be, or maybe he's like a doppelganger or something. Maybe he's secretly crazy." And then like one of the guards just sort of approaches him and puts his hand on his shoulders, like, all right, sir, you need to back down right now.
I don't know why this sounds exactly like Yogg and Lanlong from the end of season 1.
And yeah, he so this kind of happens, and rather than having rousing approval and support from the crowd, this guy on the box just gets booed and condemned and has some stuff thrown at him. And then some other guards just sort of like get in the way. It's like, all right, everybody, break it up. No, nobody has to get violent here.
But we want to get violent. Just this little kid in the crowd going, we want to get violent.
Mother, I crave violence.
Anyway, back to the story.
Sorry.
Yeah, so basically there is this, there seems to be this guy who's bad-mouthing the mayor, and people are not really having it.
Yogg's gonna make his way through the crowd and try to just pick this guy up on his shoulder.
Okay.
Just in case the people around them want to start a riot.
They don't look particularly...
Protect a riot.
they don't look particularly riotous. They just, just it's like they're just throwing stuff at a jackass in public.
Oh, well.
Is the sheriff there with us?
Yeah. He's a little slow, so he makes it to there a little whiles after you guys. He's like, not this sort of witch again.
Again?
I take it the mayor is well liked around here.
Well, damn tootin'. I mean, he's basically the guy. He's the reason why Everton is as well off as it is. And look, I know he's busy all the time, but he that's why he has folks like us to take care of jackasses like this guy.
But when was the last time you saw him in person?
Just yesterday. Why?
Just wondering. Believe it or not, sometimes the crazies do have a point. I'm not saying he does, but it's always worth trying to get the whole picture.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, this guy never has the right idea. Let me tell you that. I mean, just last week, we tried to detain. He got himself detained for insisting that the mayor was really a mind flayer in disguise and had already eaten everybody's brain.
Hmm.
And the week after that, it was secretly that he's a green dragon in disguise. He always goes for the same monster in disguise conspiracy.
Eventually, he's gonna run out of things.
Eventually.
Is it alright if we talk to him?
I mean, fine, but just don't give him
On his shoulder, so they
Long
can
will
talk to
be
him.
walking right next to him.
Yeah. You basically just pick up this reptilian and kind of stare at him.
And they're probably tired of his shit.
Yeah, they and the guards no longer have a reason to try and maintain peace here, so they also return to their duties.
Yes. For
So-
a moment, he turns Russian.
So we'll try to find
Is, but you find a back space in an alley somewhere. He's just kind of
Dog on the shell. He's like, "Let me go! Let me go!"
yeah. He's just kind of panicked against your hard shell that does nothing. It's just like, oh no, they're assassins.
If we were assassins,
Wait,
the story.
Yog just says, "Tell story, and maybe we
I
will."
don't know. I came to this town just a few months ago, but everybody keeps saying how great Mayor McCall is, but I don't know. I don't really buy it.
Why?
I don't know. It just something seems off about the guy. I mean, I've seen him in public a few times, but he's too nice. He's smart. He's handsome, and everybody likes him. So something's got to be wrong.
Kind of looks at Line Log and then back at him.
Why does that mean there's something necessarily has to be wrong?
And that they're better than they are.
Well, to be fair, he does benefit from the town being good.
Yeah, I mean, but what if he's a monster?
Trust me, we've seen monsters, and I highly doubt your mayor is one. Even if he is, what proof do you have? Have people gone missing?
I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, like maybe like a few years ago.
Oh.
Terrible went down with
You also said
Is there
something about the
been
mayor
any
just-
more disappearance since then?
say
These invasions by these gospels happen.
well, I mean, those Red Angel fellows, they kept showing up, they kept preaching, they kept doing their thing. I mean, the guard tried to disperse them, but they only really got off with a slap on the wrist. And only now, look where that got us. Something burned down. Their fault. And Mayor McCall's probably not doing anything about it.
Well, he has guards posted to make sure that order of your mayor. And besides, why do you care? Why not just move away? If you believe him to be a monster.
I got nonsense that's going around with him.
So, have there, besides the sheriff's daughter, have there been any other disappearances as of recent? Within the past couple weeks, let's say.
Recent. I think a little boy's dog went missing.
A little
Could he
boy-
have run away?
Aw.
Shoot, maybe a rat. But it's a connection, you know. You know, if it happens more than once, it's not a coincidence.
Because one
Walk away. Evening starts to slowly get upon you all, and yeah, you. All right, sure thing.
or Lang Long.
Yes. What were you saying, Sega? What were we saying?
You.
Yes.
I want to pay one last visit to the sheriff.
Okay.
Alex is gonna go with her.
All right. So
Lenlong will as well, but he's going to keep it in the mouth shut, see if this blows up in her face or not.
All right. All right.
Landlong's just coming to watch the fireworks.
Yeah, sent him.
Yeah,
Yes.
we sent him back to his grandma.
He said something about your daughter going missing. Just wanted to make sure that whether it's the case or not.
His face kind of sullies, and he's just sort of like, remind me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
Lang
you're
Long,
newcomers,
shut
so
the fuck up!
I'm gonna let you off with this just once.
No.
Okay, good. Anyway, ignore that.
I didn't need to hear out of that ear anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, the sheriff does seem to confirm that statement, but he seems to be a little touchy on the subject.
My
Understandably
condolences. Before we leave, just out of curiosity, how long has the current mayor been, well, the mayor?
Well, I believe he's been in power for a good while. I'd say he's probably been 10 years.
Okay.
How long has the town been here?
Perhaps like 15, 12, 15, 14.
Hmm.
Yeah, as soon as the Growlies opened up to the west, people made a beeline for the forests and rivers, seen as very populous, resourceful.
Yep.
Yeah, and he just set up town, made it boom, and look at us now.
Well, I think that's all we need to know. You have a good evening.
Evening all.
Marisol stays behind for a bit.
So does Yogg.
Landlung just leaves.
If I can,
Okay.
And Dunia's gonna stick with Lang Long.
Alright. If we're able to get your daughter back, that would be all the reward I would need.
I'd love nothing more than that too, but I'm afraid you'd be wasting your time.
How so?
I think you should alternate it for now.
Okay. Good night.
And he nods, and he dismisses you.
I was
And
hoping
I
it would be
assume
like,
that you
oh,
get-
she moved away, but no, the girl is actually missing.
Hmm.
You know, I'm starting to think that crazy guy might actually have a point.
Anyway, yeah, you all turn in for the night, and I guess you get a long rest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a brief break.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll be back.
be honest, I'm starting to believe that this crazy guy might actually start having some points.
Yep. Looking at the chat, the mayor is 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Trying to stick into an R-rated movie?
No, this is the R-rated movie.
Yeah. People are. He's also suggesting that the crazy guy the protester might be jealous. I mean, if the sheriff hadn't confirmed that his daughter is indeed missing, it might be a jealousy thing.
Really, Paige? Just lift the guy up and down the road, just shouting, "Riot!"
Hey, riot!
This is not Look, this is not Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know where you got that from.
Yep.
And I know which episode.
It was from the Boiling Rock episode, right?
Part 2.
Hey, riot! And I made 2 SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's like Yeah. Yeah, it's like literally the big guy focus on the good looks.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Eve?
It's bad that we all just we all just kind of assumed this guy was full of it, but now that it's like this shred of evidence that
it's not evidence.
Well, this happenstance, as it were, of this woman going missing. That's
And if you know...
Yeah. There's always a little grain of truth, isn't there? There's always a grain of truth in the pile of shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, sometimes it can just be completing a whack job.
This is true. This is true.
Hey, the saying, a stopped clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
Unless you got one of those 24
Also,
hour
I just
clocks, in that case, it's only right once a day. Oh? Like when?
Yeah. Trying to... Like when I don't remember which one. I think it was our... No. But, that we had just gotten to the town, and it was like these guards had come back. Some were injured, this, that, and the other. And then, it's like we needed to talk to the captain.
You got distracted by wrestling. Because the episode where
Oh,
the
yeah.
guards are introduced,
Okay.
we got over to the swampy area. And then...
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it wrestling. I would just call it Young beating the shit out of someone.
Okay,
Huh?
I need to head off. I am struggling to stay awake. Sorry.
Fine, cheering.
Yeah, that's all right.
Alright.
But I will catch you all in 2 weeks, which will actually be after I have been to Norway.
Oh, neat.
Fun in Norway.
Take pictures.
So, I will. So that's going to be
before
fun.
You go,
Yeah.
By the way, how
Alright.
I know how old are you again? And
26.
I am the oldest of everybody.
And I'm the youngest.
Yeah, I was born in 95. I'll be 27 this year.
I give Cherry a hug.
Thank you. Alright, I'll catch you all later.
Night.
Adios.
Later.
So with that, so shall we resume?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. would you guys be fine wrapping it up right now, or should we go a little bit longer?
I mean, I think this is a good place to wrap it up, personally.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Fair enough.